lose their monies. So please guys, let's just be considerate, and that's my 2 cents.
Guys, send this voice note to Gogo Manzini's friend, okay? Maybe she will then gain some empathy for the investors. At the very least, sympathy. Okay? Send this to her friend. Yeah. Kunzima, guys, as you can hear KPW narrating it, there has been a lot of trauma as a result of this incident, guys. So it's not a laughing matter, it's very serious.
I hear you. All I'm saying is that, I hear you. All I'm saying is that we cannot just be open-ended and just have an endless open. I'm glad this 350 thing is happening, because on my own personal level, I was already looking at how I can do something. And me being in Durban means that I would have had to travel to Joburg to open a case, to go and find an attorney, but I'm also the same as other people that don't have money, that put in a lot of money into this thing. But you've got to fight at least to get something back. And now this makes things very easy. Rather than me having had to pay 25K alone to an attorney to try and block or to try and get a court order, 350 sounds quite the difference. Cut a long story short, we cannot be open-ended and jay about this thing. There are people that do not have the 350. Let those people voice that we are here. We'd like to be as soon as we get the 350. But there are people that side that have the 350, but they're just not interested, and they want us to do the work for them. And we've got to come up with a cutoff date. And can I suggest a date? Can I suggest today's the 13th? Can I suggest the 10th? That will be past the 25th, past the 1st, 10 days into the next month. Can we at least put a cutoff date? Perhaps we can discuss.
Okay. And then Tinewa comes in and says, hence I said, all those who paid will be prioritized. We'll prioritize only the ones that paid. Okay. Okay, so then Tinewa says, so this is Friday the 13th, guys. Tinewa says we'll have a court order in hand by Monday. And hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, we will know who is handling the estate Manzini. And the claims that will be submitted is for those that paid first. For others, they will be submitted if there's money left from the estate. That's what I discussed with the attorney. And somebody says that sounds fair. Okay. Somebody says, hi Dini, maybe elaborate a bit on the paid first. So this is Dini's elaboration.
Paid first mean abantu abakhiphe ama-1250, whether it's 250, whatever amount that they had contributed, they will be the ones who are prioritized first, meaning including everyone who had paid estate mayse ifunga, and those who did not pay. If imali iselo on the estate, then nabo ke sebazofakela lawo ma-claims lawo. Reason being, bengingafuni ukuthi abantu mhlawumbe ababonisile i-interest nokuthi sime sonke nabo mhlawumbe baluze simply because of sibaningi, and i-estate for now is sitting at 14 million when I spoke to the private investigator and the attorney, but they are still digging more. But to what they have found out, it stands in 14 million. And mangithi ngiyabheka ama-investment abantu are crazy, like abantu they invested imali eningi. We understand. So imagine if everyone, including the ones abangakhiphanga imali nabo, like bayafakwa lapho, and then imali izosharwa kanjani, who's gonna be paid, who won't be paid. So that is why people that are going to be prioritized abantu ababhadele kuqala. And mangithi qala ngisho ukuthi umuntu ubhadale first day no ngibuka ke bona pele and then basabhadala batla ngobuka after. Give so to ask this.
Okay. Can you please clarify what you mean by first? Somebody's asking. Is it first 20 or is it possible to know who made the cut so we know where we stand?
And like they shouldn't take this in a bad way. They shouldn't receive this in a bad way. I do understand that people do not have money. We all do not have money. I understand. No one is holding anything against you. Somebody you did not pay, therefore because you didn't pay, you won't be prioritized or nobody cares. We care. I care personally. But we are talking about money here and we want to recover our losses. Now it's only fair to start with those that had paid, including myself. It's only fair to start with those that they had paid, but only imagine our back without our interest. I did say which we are fighting for what we had invested, not our interest. If you have reinvested, then that's your money. If mhlawumbe ukhiphe 300,000 lo 300,000 wakubuyela no 450 enikile and then what decide ukubuyisela lo 450 vele wakho, you must get that 450 back, but not the interest from the last investment that a person had made. I hope I'm clear. So if on the last investment you keep 200,000 or 200,000 wakho enjalo,
okay, that's better.
Because we all want to recover our monies. So I hope in the event where people are being paid money back, they don't question our interest. I mean, I'm not part of Manzini Investment because I'm not question Manzini. I'm seventh now Manzini. I'm an investor myself, but I'm just fighting for any money to let us recover what we had invested. No, Maniti first. I mean, not the first 5 people, the first 10 people that paid, first 20 people. No, Mina, people who are going to get paid.
Okay, got you, understood. Okay, so then Dineo says we are now short of 16,500 rand. Okay, we are 231 in the group. I believe if we all contribute 100 rand only, it will cover the whole amount, including bank charges. Okay. People who worry too much about bank charges, they always just confuse me, to be honest. Okay. Like, how much are your banks charging you guys? Like, for real? Okay. Anyway. Somebody says, hi leaders, I do not have the money now. I'll make the payment month end. Nangutin.
I feel like we are being considerate because I did say, if you don't have money, it's okay. Those who can put in a loan, like myself, I think people already 2.450. For those who can contribute a little bit more, probably the 100 rand, if the 50 rand, it goes a long way. I think we are already covering the whole amount. So we are being considerate and we are not even leaving them out. But the only thing that I'm saying is let's also prioritize the ones that they had paid before. You understand? To prioritize the bonus. Then if there's any money left from the estate, and then they say not that we are leaving them out or we are leaving them behind. We are all together in this. We stand together in this. But as Zamu we say.
Okay. So then KPW says, but if everyone is going to get what they initially invested without interest, and we also deduct what they have withdrawn, and the current estate is sitting at 14 million, how did we get to 14 million? She said 8 from what I remember. I think if my calculations are correct, then we will all get what is due to us. Girl, you have not seen that spreadsheet, clearly. And then somebody says, but from 13 March only without April, the money deposited to Manzini is almost 40 million rands and some odds.
guys. Dini, siyabonga kakhulu. Guys, let's focus one step at a time. Let's work on contributing money one step at a time. Once imali yaphelela, discuss how do we pay, like how do we who's getting what, but let's focus on us paying these people who secure estates, then we'll know what sense going forward.
Okay. Somebody is also saying, Abba, there was a day in March whereby altogether people deposited 10 million in one day. I don't know if that's true or not. This is what the person is alleging. So I don't think this person is lying. That's just my opinion.
Guys, that we need to bear in our mind is that it might happen that we won't be able to recover all the money that is deposited. Maybe we might get a certain percentage, all of us, of the money that's SIFAGing. And that is better than nothing, guys.
Okay. It sure is. It sure is.
That is true. That is true, sure.
Yeah, but I like to it sounds so fake, honestly. It sounds. Imagine money actually imali ayi-1 and then abanye abantu baluzile. I think the percentage issue, it makes sense. We will all sit and see how much is being recovered, and then we divide that money with the percentage that everyone is going to get.
Okay. Somebody says, Ish, I'm still hustling, I guess, talking about the 350. She left me bankrupt. I'm also borrowing monies from people to survive. And somebody says, Ish, it's bad, guys. You know, I haven't said anything at home because it's that we told you so. Somebody says, me too, I'm just quiet. I'm praying they don't see this on social media. Me too, no one knows that I have invested. I'm quiet about it. Okay. People are still paying money. Lots of money is coming in. Somebody says, just a question. How will we verify that all the proof of payments sent through were unpaid ones? Should we assume that all are trustworthy? I was just wondering. Z says Avia should fit in there and also do spreadsheets according to money invested and money paid with interest and what is outstanding out of your pocket. It can't just be proof of payments and a person's email. That's what I thought. And then people are sending proof of payments. Somebody responds and said, perhaps we should approach the situation with caution regarding those who frequently bring Avia into discussions. It might be worthwhile to consider whether these individuals are sharing updates with her or him. What is it about Avia that leads to such a strong belief in her as a pivotal figure? Yeah. Hello guys, let us not forget that this matter is still under investigation and the investigators know where to press when they want information. Let us leave this Avia thing now. Let the investigators do their work. Ours is to pay the 350 and let the show begin. Ish. Z says the only person who will have the correct info and with forceful intervention from attorneys should be the only one who will give correct information. You can't ignore that she is the engine of Manzini Investment. Attorneys will get bank statements and from her anyway. Stop being paranoid. Somebody says a proof of payment. Somebody says Avia is part of the problem. However, should she wish to suddenly cooperate and want to give information, that's okay. That might help her come to regard about our stance is simple. Avia was a perpetrator like Gogo and we want our monies. Somebody sends a proof of payment. Somebody says no, Avia is part of the problem. Somebody says exactly, I agree with you. Okay, proof of payment coming in. Somebody shares a video that they say they have saved. Let's see, what is this video? Oh, it's long. I'm pretty sure we've seen this video before though. It's when Gogo was in Tanzania. More people are sending videos in the group. Okay. And then Malema shares a screenshot. The screenshot is from the 11th of April, guys. Gogo says, hi, how are you? I hope you're good. Do you guys have 200k? I'll give you on Monday. The guy wrote that 200k, guys. It's like that's nothing to her. Always with a 200k borrowing. This is not the same people, mind you. I think this is the 4th time I've seen a screenshot of her allegedly. Of course, I wasn't there. I don't know if the screenshot is legit or not. I believe it though. I believe it. I see the profile picture that she had. I believe it. And this is a long time ago. So this person, I don't know why they would fabricate this thing, because it's written 11 April 2025. Okay, I believe this person. Malema posted that. Somebody says, but people, you kept quiet about this. And Malema says, what were we supposed to say? If I did so, I would have been victimized, which is the truth. Okay. And then somebody is sharing messages that Gogo had sent us, guys. Gogo said, Mina, from my own investment, I cashed out 65 million today. So guys, as we were investing in Manzini Investments, Gogo claimed to be investing. But when I peruse, I don't see anything. Maybe she used a pseudonym or a fake name or whatever. And then she said, we are finally say Lily, I bought houses around Senton to rent out. And then somebody says, Gogo, you deserve it because you are serving the nation. Some of us were quiet because I don't know where to start. I do have a story to tell you one day. The way you saved me and my family. I love you, Gogo. And then Gogo says, soon I'm buying my daughter a Porsche. That young baby. What's wrong? What is she going to do with a Porsche? Maybe it's one of those toy cars, guys. Maybe it's those like realistic but amateur cars. Maybe. Let's hope so. By the end of March, it will be only used for her needs, like transport to school, like ballet classes, etc. But only her driver will use it. Guys, kodwa mnashe manifuna nicambe manga nangabe bengiva this lady talking like just like saying some things. I didn't believe some of the things she said to me. Now I'm telling the truth. Sometimes I would be like, this sounds like it's not true. It's and then this person is responding, is saying, I will faint seriously, Gogo. You 64 million. We are right behind you, Queen. Our stories are going to shock them haters. More blessings to you, Gogo. Massive congratulations to all who got blessed today. And then Gogo says, I have to go. Kusasa ngiyavula endumbeni. Amadlozi athi angifuna back kulo msebenzi on stress. Nibuye futhi nizokhulisa nalama business wenu angabonakali ukuthi what's going on ngawo. Umuntu uthi une business mara akanayo ne 2 million ebank. Waste of time. This is Gogo Manzini, okay, guys. Nibuye futhi nizogeza nalezi nyama nezidina eninazo nakuma interview nivele nibabhora nisangena emnyango. Lastly, nibuye nizothakatha abantu nje just for fun, just for control, just to prove a point. Please come keep me busy. Umgani umuntu kilo. Nibuye futhi nizoxosha lezi lwane ezinilala kamnandi ebusuku. Zizonipregisa ngiyanitshela. Nizolala izinja one day nizobona. Hayibo. Bese athi egcine nambani niyo reinvesta. Yeah. So again, Gogo Malema, guys, is asking, can I include this amount? Talking about the 200k that Ugogo bekamcela on the side. Wambadala, guys, wamnika le 200k April. Lapo, from the 1st of April, things were looking shady. Because she had that. Oh, what's wrong? Yeah. Let's listen to Dini.
Hi guys, hope you're all good. I just wanted to clarify something. I think already guys, you are aware ukuthi sibaningi in the group. And sibaningi sikolodwa imali enkulu in the group. So ngisacela bandla ukuthi kungabi nabantu abazo claim even ama payments lawa the one that they got paid already. Mhlambe umuntu wa-investa 200,000 lo 200,000 wakhe wamthola back and then wa-investa 50,000 angavezi i-statement sika 200,000. I have however decided ukuthi i-account kaManzini yona le besifaka imali kuyo izo-investigator ma-investigator kuzo-checkwa ukuthi amaphi ama-payments ayenziwe amaphi ama-payments angayenzwanga, because I'm aware that other people are going to be making claims over money that they had already received. Ngiyacela lokho kuzoyenza ukuthi abanye abantu bangayitholi back imali yabo, which is not fair. Yabo akukho fair ukuthi like it's not going to be fair that abanye abantu bangatholi imali zabo simply because there's other people who are claiming even imali esebayitholile. Nkosi yami ngiyanicela please asike sibe abantu abadala nobutsotsi sibeke emasayidini, ne-greed nayo siyibeke emasayidini. Khona la ubutsotsi ne-greed isebenza khona but kubuye kube nalazi ingasebenzi khona. So on this thing lena konke lokho asike sikwekeni nkosi yami please, asike sibe abantu abadala. And once ku-investigator kutholakala ukuthi you have claimed for something that you had already received, sekubulele wonke ama-chances wakho ukuthi nale mali encane le boyikolota initially ukuthi uyithole. Because if you find a person like that, i-claim yakho already is going to be dismissed. So I'm just making you guys aware, because manje khona someone else who had sent me a texting njengokuthi bahlanganise imali babonke, then the person lo bekaba-investela ngathi imali uyitholile but kubo akababonisi ukuthi uyitholile imali. Such things guys, I guess benabantu abadala sometimes ubutsotsi ne-greed asizibekeni eceleni. Siyafana sonke imali sifanele sonke. We've got needs, we've got kids, we want to achieve certain things. Zonke izinto ezinhle zifanela sonke. Asingabi ne-greed yokuthi sicabanga ukuthi izinto ezinhle zona-ke zifanele thina only and others they don't deserve nice and wonderful things, please.
Well said, Dini. What a motivational speaker. Okay, so Malema says, Dini, you have proof of everything, so you can work yourself out what everybody must get. That's fair. And then you can just send paper trail proof to everyone individually. Why is it now? From this whole thing, I'm just like, hey, I've met some smart people, and maybe Dino is one of them, because it's a lot. She's managing a lot of moving pieces. She has all the proof. She's printed it. She has all the voice notes. They're in a memory stick. She has all the deleted videos in it. She's just so organized. Is Bio a PI? Is she a PI? So Dinero says we are now short of 14,150. Guys, sometimes I think I'm seeing a lot of payments, but I guess I'm not counting. So yeah, but with 14k was short in 150 calling. Okay, somebody pays again. And then somebody says, the attorneys must call Avia to prevent confusion. And then somebody says, Uzi, don't mention that name, you are going to be called a suspect. And she's the only one with spreadsheets. She has 3 verifications: the proof of payment from the investor, bank statement, Manzini, including that net bank that was once used at some stage, spreadsheets, Zach. Okay. Okay, somebody says The problem started on the 28th of March, on Friday, when she came with bank limit stories. We invested on the 13th of March. Payments were due on the 28th of March. And then somebody says, nope, even before, when people were told they can reinvest without funds being sent to them and back to Manzini, that was the first red flag. That's what I've been saying, guys. This was the red flag that I saw from the very beginning. As soon as she said that, I was like, oh, ushubile baby. I'm going to remove myself. And I was just crossing fingers that she pays me, because I did still have money. But I think what helped me, guys, is that my money was small. So I was always following the threshold. When she said the limit is 1,000, that's what I deposited. When she said the limit was 5.5, that's what I deposited. When she said the limit was 11K, that's when I deposited. So don't judge me, shame, don't judge me. But that's how I was doing it, guys. It's seven and affordability, it's seven and an element of risk. But I was feeling like that's just how much I was willing to risk. I was actually always so upset when she upped the limit, but I was like, ish, let me try again. But when she said thumelani mali ngizonigcinela yona bese niyeka la kumiri, that was the issue, guys. Okay, so then the person says, yes, we didn't see those red flags. And then somebody says, I was stupid enough after those red flags, I invested my 100K on the 4th of April. Wavalwa umkhusana. Somebody says, whether we like it or not, we need Avia. She's the only one that can help us with a spreadsheet, even if we don't include her in this group. Those who have her contact, we have a contact with her, can ask her to do that for us anyway. I think she is aware of our intention. Yeah, okay, somebody says, that's why I never reinvested. Even when Gogo tried, I said no. And Malema says, I'm laughing just thinking the same thing was happening to a lot of us without we knowing about it. And then this person says, I always waited for my money to hit the bank and use the profits only and invest after I have done something I can show to people. Hey guys, even me, I was always taking my profits and then putting it back. Somebody says, wavalwa umkhusane nge-31 kaMarch kwi-special sika 100%. Oh guys, mendizibawela is a special, but bengingafuna ukhupha la 2.5 yojoyina i-winning team. Oh. Somebody says, tonight is the celebration umgidi wamagqirha in Benon. Tomorrow is the funeral. And somebody says, I wonder if it's not the funeral today. Yeah. And then some guys, I hope this background noise is not translating. There's these people that are annoying me that have chosen this particular moment to do their stupid little dancing and drinking. But let me just leave it. Somebody said, I listened to Gogo right in the beginning of the investment when she said it was for 3 months. I knew I would not put any money after March. After being paid 3 times, I decided to go big. I robbed the bank, in quotation marks. I emptied savings and invested like a pro. Wavala umkhusane, leaving me reeling in debt. Somebody just paid 350 to Dining. Oh, somebody boring just said, this group is not for venting. And then Malema says to the person who said that they would stick to 3 months, says, why didn't you warn us? Because I never suspected anything. It was only when my son said he didn't get his payment. But then it was too late for me. Oh, and the same person is busy saying, let's respect this space, let's go to the other side. Nobody's responding to this person, but they just are shown. Somebody says, we were sure we will be rich, but the food was nice. I think this is the party planning meeting. So sorry, not the party planning, the Manzini, what was it called? The winning team. Video I won't be sharing that video. Hi everyone, just a quick reminder, let's keep this platform focused on solutions and relevant updates. Let's avoid off-topic chatting here. Enough in big letters. And then Dina will close the group. Somebody writes, reinvestments killed us. Somebody says, I reinvested 100,000. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Okay. I think this is when Tina started deleting messages, but she was saying that. Okay. Let's see what is happening. Somebody says, let this Manzini investment be a lesson to all of us. We were all doing this investment to try in life. Let's all go back to the drawing board, rebuild ourselves. Somebody says, I have learned not to trust anyone here. Okay. It's Sunday, the 15th of June. There is a voice note that does not want to play here, but I'm just going to tell you what it says. It doesn't seem to be deleted. I just think it's my network. There is some issues that I'm having with network currently. So let voice note lena. Somebody was saying udine uchinja inamba yakhe uyishintsheleni inamba, and Dino was saying, oh, my Zulu husband, he is so jealous, guys. So some guy texted me, and just like that he said I must change my number. Now mind you, this is a person who has multiple businesses. Can you just change your number on a whim like that? But that's what she was saying. Now guys, I don't want us to get confused. I'm going to stop here with Dineo. Mind you, it's Saturday the 14th of June. We are going to now move to the party planning group because conversations moved to there, and it was conversations about this group, and it was very interesting. So we're gonna move to the party planning group now in the next segment. Hello deep divers, welcome to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, do the right thing for the algorithm. Tell your friends about me, and please let's comment, guys. I love reading your comments. I love responding to the comments. I love knowing what you think. Okay, yeah, so please, I love that connection with you guys. So the last time we spoke, we were on Dineo's group, and somebody was saying, Dineo, why are you changing your phone number? And Dineo was like, it's my Zulu husband, guys. My Zulu husband is so jealous. Shame. This other guy who text and my Zulu husband change number just like that. Okay, that's what happened. Now guys, Sunday the 15th of June, Malema, because now the group got to know value and it would know uchi akafuni bani bavendayo pha. So there is the venting group. There used to be the party planning group, but now it's just the venting group. People just go there to vent, which is amazing. Okay, so uti Malema, Dini, when are you available? Everyone needs to be present. I have information and I want to ask you some straight questions regarding this investigation that you say is happening. Where is the private investigator's phone number? His address. This is Sunday the 15th of June. What 12 Kanj. Okay. And Malema continues. The lawyer, what's his name, phone number, and where are his offices? Somebody says, guys, we have something like a meeting late today. There are things that need to be tackled really. And then Malema says, because something is off with this investigation. Somebody says, I was asking myself the same questions yesterday. Malema says, no quotes were given to us to decide. Somebody says, we also need to see the transactions of the money paid, please. Somebody says, where is the proof of payments that were paid to the PI and the lawyer? She said she was going to send them. She never did. And Malema says, Dini made herself the leader who owns a lot of businesses, allegedly. Because I have access to high-profile attorneys that will table this investigation. And then somebody says, can the investigation group be opened, please? Dini is not the only admin there. Malema says, because if I don't get answers, then I will appoint a private attorney tomorrow to handle myself and my son's case. And somebody says, and if Dini has not paid yet, we need to know. Malema says, I want to know who is the PI, who is the lawyer, and I want phone numbers like 012 numbers, not their cell numbers. Then my lawyer can check their backgrounds. Dini has a passport for Lesotho. Her brother is a Sangom, and her mother, and that PI looks like her husband. Also, your husband's company is not protecting the King of Swaziland. Guys, this is this is a claim. I don't know if I played this voice note for you. This is a claim that Dineo made. Oh, I haven't read this for you guys. These are conversations that are above us right now. They are before the June. I remember, yes, this we will get to it when we go back to the venting group. Remember, I said we are pivoting. We are going to leave the venting group and quickly just go to Dineo's investigation group. I don't know what that sound was. Strange sound. Okay, we'll see if that will continue. So somebody says the PI, not somebody, Malema says the PI looks like a husband, and says also your husband company is not protecting the King of Swaziland. Somebody says, but guys, Dineo invited people several times to accompany her on meeting the PI and lawyer. Where were you? Correct me if she didn't. She invited people always at the very last minute. Malema says, I have my sources because I use my contacts now. And somebody says, but she did ask if anyone is available to go with her to the police station to meet with a private investigator and attorney. Not once but twice, and no one was available. Guys, the 350 that I paid and my son's 350 is absolutely nothing. It's sweet money. I lost with my boy 1.5 million rand. How many rands did Dineo lost? Do you guys know? And she never even said ever. I'm not going to be scammed 2 times. Fuck that. I'm not afraid to take action. No place is too far for me to reach anyone who wants to scam all of us again. But why did you not use your PI or your lawyer from the start? And this guy says, guys, can't you see? Something is off. Open your eyes. Ushumalema, guys. And then Z says, yo, hi, it's too much. Hi, let's close this chapter. Soldier on and make money. If you are able to risk with something that does not make sense, you can definitely do so again. There is a lot of money out there. Just move on and recover. Because I thought that everything is taken care of. But, okay, so Malema is responding to the person who says, why didn't you use your lawyer and PI? Because I thought everything is taken care of, but I don't worry. Do it your way. I will get a private lawyer for me to serve Brian Tuesday. Can't we wait for Tuesday to hear if your application for court order was successful? There is a group for investigation. Somebody says, nothing is off yet. It's a long weekend. we will hear the way forward on Tuesday. She gave us the report last Thursday or Friday. You mean she spoke? She didn't give you a report. She just said, this is what I discussed with... Somebody says, I feel you, brother, responding to Malema. Let's hope everything is legit. My head is spinning. Guys, I asked Dini to show us the transactions for transparency purposes, and she said she will do that with the court order. Why not just send the proof of payment now? Why must it wait for the court order, which is next week, when she has already paid the people? This doesn't make any sense. Somebody says, please, oh, Malema says, anybody, please just tell me the lawyer's name. Somebody says, admin, I think you can close the group. Inject into your lap. We spoke the whole night. Let's enjoy Sunday. I will. Somebody says we are still talking. Somebody says please. And then Malema says, why do you want to close the group? Because I'm asking the right questions. Somebody says, wait a minute. What are you rushing the group to close now? Somebody says, you are triggering me. Remember how groups were closed during Gogo's investments because people were speaking the truth? Let's not do that now. Somebody says, Babi, please mute the group or your phone if you are tired of the group. Stop being control freaks. And Malema is asking, do you know the attorney's name and surname, phone number, office address? And the person who wanted the group to be closed says Nikupula EPPM, tries to laugh it off, but now I'm suspicious. And then somebody says, unfortunately I'm the admin of this group. If somebody closes it, I will also open it. And then somebody says, the truth, nobody knows the name of the lawyer. Yo, I'm so stressed right now. And now Lira comes in responding to the person who wanted us to close the group, and the person who keeps saying Dineo did ask us uba asifuna uhamba. Don't be a spokesperson. Dini is here. She can come forward and speak. And then Caesar. Yo. Okay, let's carry on. Sizakele, uthini sizakele nothing. Okay, and then Nana Malema shares that old video. Do you remember the video of somebody with a covered face? Malema shares that video, and then Malema also shares videos of a popular sangom, and they look oddly similar in my opinion. And this famous sangoma is Dr. Mkhulu. Now, from what I'm telling, Malema is saying our PI and Dr. Mkhulu are the same person. That's what Malema is saying. Somebody says, I Malema uze nenye kenguku. Okay, let's hear. No. And somebody says that is Dini's husband. The sangoma. So long to the and I was wondering, why are you hiding your face if you are a PI? But you know. Okay. And so this sangoma, there's a video on YouTube saying this sangoma scammed, this Dr. Mkhulu person scammed me 16K. I don't know if that's true or what not. The video is on YouTube. You can go and watch the video yourself. Now Malema says this scammer, alleged scammer, is getting married to Dineo. Okay. Hey, Manzini. What? Wow. Okay. And then, if you search the number on Truecaller, Utumalema Giavela, which Dr. Mkhulu, if you search the number that person had on the, remember I said this PI has a number written here. Oh my goodness. And that's allegedly Dineo's. Hello deep divers, welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the channel with your friends, share the videos with your family members, raise awareness. Guys, pyramid schemes have dire consequences, so we have to talk about it. Okay, let us continue. This is exposing Manzini Investments. This is season 3, the aftermath. We were still talking about Dineo. Malema came with damning allegations. Okay, Malema said, Dineo, I think when Nale PA, this is the husband that you keep saying, my husband this, and Malema was saying, you're not even married to him yet, you are getting married to him. And he was like, F that about your husband's company being the king's guard. And Malema was saying, please give us the lawyer, please give us the PI, because when I go to Truecaller and I put the PI's number, Dr Mkhulu, and Dr Mkhulu allegedly scammed somebody of 16k. So when are you getting married to a scammer? Now come here now and answer the questions. Guys, people were saying, how again, have we been scammed again now? Guys, I'm gonna play for you a voice note. Okay, listen to this voice note. This is the voice note that Dineo sent to the group, guys, amidst all this talk.
Mabazi lokubakhuluma ngegama lami angisiwe ukudlala ngibhedelwa mina ngo-12 o'clock bazombona emzini yabo ezindlini zabo ebusuku 12 o'clock mabeloku beqhubeka bakhuluma lo msangano abawukhulumayo. Number 2, kuyophela ukudla emafrijini, akunanto ezohlala emafrijini engizokudlala mina. Into zami zilambe kabi nje kwamanje, mabeloku baphatha igama lami kabi bayokuthola abakufunayo, angisuke ukudlala mina. Number 2, bayobreka isikhathi eside bangadedi. Mabowesifazane uyibonela uma kuyindoda uyolaba nentombi angayazi uduke isikhathi eside, batshela lo nkulumo leyo basondela banike lapha, ngizokudlala mina kulungile sengiqedile baqhubekeke. Baphume endabeni zami nasendabeni zakho, abanake indaba zabo. Enkosi, ndiyabulela, ngisakhuluma kahle.
Guys, so instead of even sending a response at all, Dineo just forwarded this threatening message to the group. She did not say, no guys, the PI is not my husband. No. She just forwarded this threatening message to the group. Now guys, as I sit here, I cannot tell you whether or not the PI and Dr Mkhulu are the same person. They sure have the same physique. They kind of even have the same hands, in my opinion, from the eyes that God gave me. Okay. However, that man's face was covered. But guys, do you remember the voice note where there was a man saying, it sure sounds the same voice as this guy. In my opinion, it sounds the same, guys. I obviously am not like a voice analyst person. Okay, I don't have that amongst my qualifications. So guys, please don't come for me. However, when I'm listening to that voice note, it sounds like the same voice, and then the guy has the same physique, and then it's just like, it's a lot. And then okay, let's see what happens. Somebody says another sangoma. Somebody says, yo, threats like Tabo Tayara Sindane. Yo, I'm out where I joke. Kuchuli rage up. Yo. Hey, okay, guys. Let's listen to this.
I mean to say, when you hire an attorney, if there is a need for a PI, you don't start with a PI, you start with the attorney.
the attorney will hire an PI to investigate certain things that he needs according to what you as a client want. For instance, you say to the attorney, I need to check for properties and so forth. Then the attorney will do attorney job. Then we will hire a PI to do those things for you. We will hire the best one, the present one. And then that one will go and check those things. They will come back to the attorney.
They're gonna hire another one.
Then we will proceed. Then we will have a quotation, a full quotation of everything from the start to the end. If it's an hourly rate, we'll get an hourly rate. If it's a it works like that. But our one is working differently, covering faces and with a red cloth.
Okay. Somebody says, when I said let's open a case, the PI said this matter will be dealt with differently. We must not trust the police, we must trust him. That's when I knew which was us now. Hi. Somebody's sharing more videos. It's got Dr Mkhulu. And somebody says the PI and the lawyer are paid by us. They should report to us, not to one person. True. And then somebody says now this same scammer has people's information and stuff. Remember, une ID zabantu, ikopi ze ID kui. Somebody says, oh, this song nothing is a business, guys. Is this Mkhulu our PI? I know. Yeah. Somebody says, remember I asked us to use our resources wisely as we don't have money now. Why should we employ Dr Mkhulu, the international PI, to investigate simple things like death of this time? Is her phone off? Somebody says the attorney has the ability, this is my limit, to do what the PI is doing. There's no need for a PI. We are all PIs. That has been revealed, guys. The people up are PIs. They can investigate a situation and well resourced. Shame, I won't lie to you. So nyani, the PI was not needed. The Dr Mkhulu PI. Guys, there's no one who knows her now. Who is this PI? Somebody says her husband. Guys, no further. Le photo ya lo mtu. Bachong. Hey. Are you saying this guy is the Mkhulu PI? I am dead. That's the same guy. It looks like the same guy to me. And for sure, guys, if it's the same guy. Let's listen to this voice note. Or it's the one that we listen to. And people are posting, and this person says, I know this guy from Gwamhlabuya Lingana. I speak to him. He does Illuminati things. Your money is gone, guys. Close the groups. Once getting scammed twice is bullshit. And yeah, Nyani unama video lapha where he's wearing a mahiya with Dr Mkhulu nyana izizwe nan. His hands were very his hands were definitely when somebody's hands are different and you can recognize them. If you saw them again, they were definitely like that. So if I saw those hands, even though he was covering his face, mannerisms are very similar to that PI. He's got very distinct mannerisms. He likes to do this thing. So I mean, I think it's him. I don't know if you think it's him, but I do. So now, hey guys. Somebody said when I saw that video, I knew Uguti we were scammed. So did he. So guys, I meant to say Dini, to be honest. People are talking about this, and Dini just says that video. Okay. sorry, that voice note of that man threatening us. Now somebody says, hi everyone, Timmy, thanks for your help and support. She said, I'm not throwing, she's not in a bad way because I have my reasons. All the best for the investigations. May I kindly have my 350 back? Inbox me to give you my account number. Thank you. And then somebody says, I'm so scared, guys, I don't want to lie. So people are scared of like that voice note. This person saying, go pen with them. Somebody says, yo, good luck, what you in my fridge, yo. Madama says she can give my 700 to anyone who wants it. And then somebody says, I suspected this was a scam, but since I lost a lot of money, I said, let me try. I saw that this is a lie. It was too good to be true, guys. When something is too good to be true, okay. Somebody says, please give me my money. And then somebody still is saying, let's wait for her, she's gonna come and address us. That time she just came. Like people were talking, guys. Some people, oh my goodness, people were talking. She came, she just like that threat, and then she left. But some people are saying, let's wait for her, guys. Lira says, I asked for 350 for fuel, no one bought that, but they sent to the rich. The rich gets richer, the poorer gets poorer. Udini uvale up. People are saying they want their 350 is uvale up. Dini did not even show us the proof of payment.